My mom asked me to cancel my wedding because Golden's sister would be hurt, so I uninvited them. I got engaged to my boyfriend, Chris, in March after dating for 4 years. We set a date for October and started planning this small ceremony at a vineyard about an hour outside the city. Nothing fancy, maybe 80 people, just close friends and family. My younger sister Brittany got engaged 2 weeks after me. 2 weeks. Her boyfriend proposed at some restaurant with a flash mob. The whole thing went viral on TikTok. Suddenly, everyone in my family was talking about Brittany's engagement instead of mine. I didn't really care at first because I was happy planning my own wedding, but then Brittany announced her date, October 14th. My wedding was October 7th, 1 week apart. My mom called me the day after Brittany picked her date. She was using her careful voice, the one she always uses when she's about to ask me to do something I won't like. Honey, I need to talk to you about your wedding date. Brittany's really stressed about having her wedding so close to yours. She's worried people won't be able to afford both or will be too tired from your wedding to fully enjoy hers. I just stared at my phone. Are you serious right now? I picked my date 5 months ago. She knew when my wedding was. My mom sighed. I know, sweetie, but Brittany's venue only had that one Saturday available in October. And you know how she's always dreamed of a fall wedding. The vineyard is her perfect vision. I reminded my mom that I also booked a venue, that I also planned a fall wedding, that I literally got engaged first, but mom just kept talking about how Brittany was having anxiety attacks over this and how stressed she was trying to plan everything. Then she dropped the real bomb. What if you pushed your wedding to next spring? That way Brittany could have her special day without any competition. I actually laughed out loud. Competition? Mom, I sent out save the dates 3 months ago. People have booked flights and hotels. Chris's family is coming from across the country. My mom got quiet for a second. Then she said Brittany feels like you're trying to overshadow her by having your wedding first. She thinks you're being selfish. That's when I realized this wasn't just about dates. This was about Brittany being the golden child who always got her way and me being expected to move aside for her. Again, growing up, it was always like this. Brittany made the dance team, so I had to quit soccer because mom couldn't drive us both to practice. Brittany wanted the bigger bedroom, so I had to switch with her when I was 14. Brittany needed money for prom, so I couldn't get the car I'd been saving for. Every single time, I was the one who had to compromise. I told my mom no. The wedding was staying on October 7th. She could come or not, but I wasn't changing anything. My mom's voice got cold. You're really going to ruin your sister's happiness over 1 week? Think about what this will do to our family. 2 days later, my dad called. He barely ever calls me. He tried the guilt trip approach about how much this was hurting Brittany, how she was crying every night, how I was being stubborn for no reason. When that didn't work, my aunt started texting me. Then my grandma. They all had the same message. Just move your date. Be the bigger person. Let Brittany have her moment. Nobody seemed to care that it was my moment first. The final straw came when Brittany herself showed up at my apartment. She walked in crying, saying I was ruining the happiest time of her life, that everyone would compare their weddings and hers would look worse because mine came first, that I never supported her and always tried to steal her spotlight. I lost it. I told her she had 363 other days in the year to pick from, that maybe if she wasn't so obsessed with competing with me, she could have chosen literally any other weekend. She started screaming about how I was a terrible sister and always had been, how mom and dad were right about me being selfish. That's when Chris walked in from the bedroom. He'd heard everything. He looked at Brittany and said, "You need to leave right now." After she left, I made a decision. I called my mom and told her very calmly that she, my dad, Brittany, and anyone else who had a problem with my wedding date were uninvited. All of them. My mom started crying, saying I was tearing the family apart over a wedding. But I was done. I'd spent my whole life making myself smaller so Brittany could shine brighter. Not this time. We had our wedding on October 7th with 60 people instead of 80. Chris's family was there. My best friends were there. My cousin Amy came, even though the rest of the family tried to guilt her into skipping. It was perfect. Brittany had her wedding the next week. I didn't go, obviously. Heard it was beautiful, though. My mom still isn't speaking to me. Says I chose a wedding over family. But here's the thing. I didn't choose a wedding over family. I chose myself over people who only valued me when I was convenient.